Stay tuned. You'll hear why when we return to the Hugh Hewitt Show. Ben Quayle, Congressman Extraordinaire, next on the Hugh Hewitt Show. Welcome back, America. It's Hugh Hewitt standing by, waiting for Ben Quayle, Congressman from Arizona, is going to win election in the Congressional 6th District now. Jon Kyl released an ad on behalf of Ben Quayle today, which means a lot since Jon Kyl is probably the most respected elected official in Washington, D.C. at this time. Here is Jon Kyl's ad for Congressman Ben Quayle.
I've worked with both Ben Quayle and David Schweikert in Congress. David's been in politics almost as long as I have. And I've decided it's time to turn things over to a new generation. Ben Quayle is our future, a hardworking, tougher-than-he-looks young leader who stands up to the administration and stands strong for conservative principles. Ben Quayle has my support. I hope he'll have yours.
I'm Ben Quayle, and I approve this message.
Yeah, that's a very hard-hitting ad. Of course, Ben is in a runoff against Dave Schweikert. They've been redistricted together. And when Jon Kyl comes in on your side, almost certainly that means Ben Quayle's going to win. And that is the reflection of where the strong conservative sentiment will be. I wanted to talk to Ben about the bill that he got passed. Now, Quayle has had 3 bills passed as a freshman, which is remarkable, including one this week that this is very esoteric. You won't get this unless you know what it's about, but it's about allowing people to intervene in court settlements between environmentalists when they sue the federal government and the federal government. This is a scam. Environmentalists sue the federal government, and the federal government, full of environmentalists, says, oh, you're right, we'll settle. And they agree to do some ridiculous, absurd thing, some horrible thing. And Quayle's bill says, no, you get to intervene in that. You get to have a chance to stop these outrageous settlements, these nightmarish rules, these ridiculous appropriations and expenditures. And so it's a remarkable bill, and it's a very important bill. And what I thought was fascinating is that a freshman would get that through in the regulatory package. The fact of the matter is not many bills get passed. Very few bills get passed by a freshman congressman. So it A, must be a good bill, and B, House leadership, Eric Cantor and Kevin McCarthy and the folks who run the floor of the House must think that Ben Quayle is the future, like Jon Kyl did. And it's a very interesting inside baseball thing when the House congressional leadership tilts towards you and says, we'll go with Quayle. We'll get his bill put through. So early voting opens up, I believe, today or tomorrow in Arizona, heading towards an August 28th primary. And I would encourage everyone to go to benquayle.com or quayleforcongress.com and contribute to Ben's campaign. But more importantly, go out and put your vote in right now. If you're driving around in Arizona right now, we need Ted Cruz to win in Texas. We need Ben Quayle to win in Arizona. We need Josh Mandel to win in Ohio. But they need support, and early votes matter. I think Ted Cruz is going to win tonight because he banked a whole bunch of early votes. And I think that Ben Quayle can do the very same thing if people are aware of and get out and find their early voting opportunity somewhere in Arizona right now. I believe the primary is Tuesday, August the 28th. So it's 4 weeks from next Tuesday. And early voting in Arizona isn't complicated. You'll be asked to show identity because that's what they do there. You can also get an absentee if you're going to be out of state. But it's 33 days before Election Day. It starts, and it ends on the 5 p.m. the Friday before Election Day. And they are returned to they get counted early. Everything is good. Don't take a chance that you'll forget on the primary. If you're thinking about it right now, don't wait another day and trot on over to your elector and toss in a ballot for Ben Quayle. And we'll get him on tomorrow. Something must have happened, and sometimes that happens with the cell phone stuff over there in Arizona. I know when I go back and forth to Prescott that happens, and it's a pretty big district. But Jon Kyl, he's the kind of guy that you very much want to have on your side when it comes down to a primary in Arizona. Jon Kyl is exactly probably the best endorsement you could have in Arizona for Ben Quayle would be John Quayle. He got it, released that ad, and it's a pretty hard-hitting, tough ad, and it's everything Ben Quayle could possibly want. But he'd also like your support. Head on over to benquayle.com or quayleforcongress.com. When I come back, hopefully we won't have two in a row that are missed. Nikki Haley, governor of South Carolina, is campaigning for Mitt Romney up in Michigan. We'll catch up with her and find out what a South Carolinian is doing that far north.